This episode of Interviews from My Hometown contains explicit material may not be suitable for all audiences. It is also produced by Hometown Productions. Hello and welcome to Interviews from My Hometown. My name is Seth, and today we have Julia. Julia, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you. And I'd like to point out this is the first episode of season 2. And Julia, I'm glad you could join us for this.
Thank you for having me. This should be pretty lit.
Oh, yeah. So, Julia, could you give a brief description about yourself?
Oh, boy, you don't want to hear this, but okay. I'm a really quirky musician with an unhealthy addiction to hot tamales. And I've lived in Wenatchee my whole life. I'm currently pursuing a life in worship arts through ministry. But that's mostly being supported less by the academics and more by my coffee addiction.
Okay. I have the same understanding, but with energy drinks. So
You're literally going to die at 30. You can't
well,
keep
so is
drinking
your
those.
boyfriend.
Okay, that's fair. But
Maybe
still,
even earlier for your
how
boyfriend.
about a double funeral? Aren't those cheaper?
Ooh. Same casket, too.
Ooh, yeah. I like
There
this
we go.
idea. Yeah.
Just get a larger one.
Yeah.
And then-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely doing this.
yeah, perfect. Okay.
Pretty sure I can sell him on the idea.
We'll do it after the podcast and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
So how long have you lived in the greater Wenatchee area?
18 years.
18 years. So your whole life.
Yes.
Okay. And what was the early life for you in Wenatchee? Like, first jobs, extracurricular activities, that sort of thing, you know?
Okay. So I was a musician from a really young age. I just kind of fell in love with it. That was the first instrument I tried was the piano. And I absolutely loved it. So I've been pursuing that ever since. In a variety of different fashions, I kind of experimented with everything from classical to rock. Literally, that was a disastrous phase, but I did do that. Went gothic for a while. That was also disastrous. We don't really
have that phase.
We don't want to think about that phase ever. But my first, I think, that was kind of early life, was just musician being really awkward in middle school. Nobody wants to think about middle school either.
No.
Did a lot here at Sage Hills. I don't know. I just that was kind of everything. It was either church or music activities. That was kind of more or less it. My first job was at a restaurant at McGlynn's. I was a busser, which means that you talk to a lot of stupid people in one day. A lot.
Yep.
So, fortunately, that happened.
You don't sound too excited about it.
I mean, it was great experience. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was fantastic experience. But I'm kind of glad I got out of that after a while. Food service.
You don't like dealing with the stupid people?
Well, I mean, I can deal with stupid people more or less just because they're entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather deal with stupid people when I'm making more than minimum wage.
That's a good point. Yep. All right, I feel that. And moving out of early life, you're 18 now, so you're an actual adult.
Depends on who you ask.
Legally,
but yes.
you're an actual adult.
All right, fine.
What do you have planned? What is going on in Julia's life that will lead into the next 4 years?
Okay. So I'm a college student at Wenatchee Valley College. I'm just finishing up my second year. After that, I'm I say planning lightly because God really likes to mess that stuff up when you say plan.
Yep.
But knock on wood, I'm going to transfer down to Azusa Pacific University in California and pursue a degree in worship arts so that I can go into ministry. Right now, kind of building on that, I'm the director of worship for Celebrate Recovery, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where my passion's at. That's where I discovered that I wanted to go into worship because that's really, really what I'm passionate about. That's kind of, I mean, I'm a passionate person in general, but that's really what gets my heart beating.
Yeah.
And I love just serving him in that way. So right now, the future just looks like a lot of worship for me. And then kind of wherever he wants to take me, I'm cool with. I mean, provided it's not Waterville. I need a little bit more than 3 people. I'm not intending to offend anyone from Waterville, just saying.
You're saying you don't want to live in meth country?
Not
Not
preferably.
to be
I mean,
rude to any Waterville people.
Not to be rude. Yeah. If that's the mission opportunity, then fine. But I'm thinking more somewhere with a population
Like Wenatchee.
more than 5 people who
More-
are all cousins.
okay,
would be
gotcha.
great. Yeah.
Yep. So not Waterville.
Not Waterville
Gotcha.
or Omak.
So tell me about your family. Who do you see on a day-to-day basis?
Okay. I have my 2 younger sisters who are about 3 years apart. And then I have my very young brother who is the surprise to the family. And then he just turned a year old right now. And then of course both my parents. So we're living in a 3-bedroom single level house with 6 of us. So that's
Interesting.
fun. But that was fun during COVID especially.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
We were all working at home.
We
so
had
that
3
was-
people in our house, and we were going insane. So
And you have a basement.
we have we have 3 floors. We have the basement, we have our main level, and then the
Okay, I don't
level
even
my
want to hear
parents live on.
complaining then.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
we had it all our own floor that we could stay on, and we were going insane.
Okay. You're so privileged. I can't even do this right now.
I mean, yeah, I can't say anything.
No.
So what do you like to do on a day-to-day basis? Like what do you enjoy doing outside of like working or something?
More or less, I enjoy doing anything that makes me feel like I'm doing something that matters. I hate menial activities because I always leave them feeling exhausted and feeling as if I didn't actually do anything that would accomplish much of anything.
Okay.
So, more or less, I mean, I don't like math or technology, and anything to do with money makes me itchy and sweaty. So, as long as we can avoid any of that, I'm cool with that. Just kind of mostly anything that makes me feel like I'm actually doing something productive. I'm cool with.
Okay.
So coordination. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Habitat for Humanity. That's one of my jobs. And so that one's kind of interesting because you feel like you're actually working hands-on with people.
Yeah.
In a leadership position, so that one's kind of interesting too. And then, I mean, anything musical is always what I'm down for. So
Yeah. For anyone that's listening that was wondering about Julie's earlier comment, I'm the tech director for Celebrate Recovery, along with Julia being the worship director for Celebrate Recovery.
yeah, he's the one that breaks everything.
I don't break everything. Al breaks everything.
No, more or less, I break everything. Al tries to fix it and breaks it further, and then you come in and fix it after breaking it again.
Fixing.
Yeah.
The gym of the church is a fun spot to be at because you can break things and they'll try and fix it with some duct tape, but it'll fix.
Also, neither of us are actual employees, so we can't get fired.
Exactly. We can get told to leave the church, though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, what do we really have to lose here?
A church family?
Really? They're going to kick you out for breaking something?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's not going to happen.
Okay. So what are some of your favorite spots around town? Like, what do you like if you are a biker, which I don't think you are, if I remember right.
The correct term is cyclist.
Cyclist, biker, same thing.
Biker makes me sound like I'm in a gang, which
Gonna hop in my chopper really quick and move along.
stop doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't own a leather jacket or anything, is what you're
I
trying to say.
do
Okay.
own a leather jacket.
It doesn't have like a flaming tiger on the back, though. Don't tell me it has a flaming tiger on the back of it.
I have some attire left from my gothic days.
Okay.
We're gonna leave it
Yep.
at that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we're
won't
not going any further.
Push that.
Yeah, that's what we're leaving it at. My favorite spots. I enjoy being active.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not nearly as active as Aaron, who's not as much active as crazy. But I do enjoy being active, so I like to Saddle Rock is one of my favorites. Castle Rock is my favorite. The top of that, it's right at the peak of the Wenatchee Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you a beautiful view of Wenatchee. But I kind of enjoy anything that gives me a view. It just kind of makes you feel like you're above everything kind of above, gives you a different perspective. And then there's a couple little coffee shops around town just to engage the white girl, chai tea drinking white girl in me. Just, you got to satisfy those needs a little bit. So that's what we do. But I love Wenatchee. I love everything about it. I think Wenatchee is hands down the greatest city in the world. And people talk about it being boring or there not being anything to do. But I think if you look hard enough, there's things that Wenatchee has that other cities can't offer. So I just love anything in the Wenatchee Valley. So places for me are more about the people. Okay. So anywhere that I'm with people that are like my fam, my people, and in Wenatchee, I'm down for. I love that.
Awesome. So let me ask about your music taste. What do you like to listen to on your drive to work or just going throughout your day?
Well, I usually start by turning on the radio to 103.9. But then I realize how ridiculously stupid their DJs are. And I turn it off quickly after that.
And you turn to the country station.
No. Country needs to die.
Whoa.
Okay, country needs to... Okay, here's there's the monologue that every country song follows. It is the girlfriend left, the tractor broke down, the dog died, and if we're really upset... we might throw in a divorce in there somewhere just to like heighten the angst a little bit. And I can't do that. So I think
I need to send you some music.
The country station needs to break down just like the tractor.
I'll send you some country music later.
Here we go.
And it'll blow your mind.
There are 3 country songs that I like.
Oh,
that's it.
I want to hear them. All right.
Okay.
Come on.
They're all by C.W. McCall. Yes. Wolf Creek Pass. 100%. My personal favorite is Classified because he's not actually singing, he's just talking. And then that third one, what is it called? CJ5. 100%. That's quality music right there.
All right. Moving past from weird country music.
Weird country music, really? Okay, you're the one that brought this on.
I'm just okay. Let's continue.
Moving on.
Yes. You turn off 103.9.
Yes, I did turn off 103.9. And then typically, so that's just at the point I get desperate and I go on Spotify. So worship music is good, but I'm really picky about it. It can't be like your classic Chris Tomlin.
Can't be repetitive.
No, it can't be repetitive, and it's got to be a little bit deep.
Okay.
And it needs to have actual musical taste because I listen to it as a musician, not as a person. So I sit there and I critique everything about the music.
You're saying musicians aren't people?
Well, no, musicians like to think of themselves as gods. They're not, but they like to think of themselves as that. So I try not to get into that mindset.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Anything other than worship music?
Worship music, yeah. I like soundtracks.
Okay.
I really like soundtracks.
Okay.
Some good. One of my favorites is the Narnia soundtrack. Harry Gregson Williams. And anything by Hans Zimmer is always really, really good.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so soundtracks are definitely a favorite. And I can do some pop, but pop is, again, I'm very, very picky about because most people that listen to pop are stupid. I'm sorry to offend. It's just the Bruno Mars, the Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar High. What does that mean? Does that mean that you were high and then you ate the watermelon? Or was it like you got the sugar high after having the watermelon? I'm always really confused.
I'm going to get some flack. I haven't even listened to it.
I'm
I don't even know what it means.
so confused. And I don't understand why everybody likes Justin Bieber. What does he bring to the table?
I've never liked Justin Bieber.
I don't get it. I really don't.
Hayden.
And he's Canadian. How much can you like Canadians? No offense,
Troy is going to
Yes, I know, but Troy is is he really that Canadian? He likes the Seahawks. How Canadian can he be?
I don't even know if he likes hockey.
I don't know either.
We need to ask him that.
We do need to figure that out.
Yeah. Without him knowing, though. We need to bring it up in a topic.
We do. Yeah. How do we subtly bring that up?
Well, if he listens to this podcast, it's really going to go downhill.
Does he, though?
I don't know.
Oh, well, does he even know that they exist?
The hockey teams?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. I meant, does he know that this podcast exists?
Well, I would hope he knows my company exists, considering he uses space for one of the other podcasts on.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he knows that exists.
Hopefully.
Then. Yeah. Maybe we should talk to him about this before it airs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anyway,
I'm not
moving
going
on.
to. Yeah, moving on. So this is kind of getting into the deeper questions. I don't like that word because that's not what they are. It's really kind of like trying to get to know my guest more, you know? All right, cool. So what's something you're curious about right now? And don't say why I'm on this podcast. Because I've gotten that question a few times. I've had to redo the podcast.
Oh, okay. Now I want to ask it because you told me not to. I will. Okay, I'll think of something else. Something. Oh boy. Something that I'm curious about. I'm a very curious person.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to know why people love Harry Styles. That is a genuine, very, very genuine wondering. In all seriousness, though, I do have a fascination with law enforcement.
Okay.
To open. Oops.
Okay. So law enforcement.
And it's not something that I really want to do anything with other than study it. So next quarter at the college, I'm going to take a few criminal justice classes, just totally out of curiosity. I think, especially now, law enforcement can get a bad rap, but the way that they function in the government is really interesting to me, because they're above the rules, but at the same time they're not. And it's just the way that they function is really interesting. Anything government related is fascinating to me. It would drive me crazy to be in government because I break way too many rules. But anything, I really enjoy the political science, international relations, all of that is really interesting to me for sure. So I would like to pursue that a little more, study it.
It's nice.
I do really want to know how Aaron gets his hair to stick up.
I don't know.
That is a feat of science.
I think it has something to do with a hairdryer. I know he doesn't use product.
He doesn't. Either that or he does use product and he's not telling anybody.
I wouldn't know.
Well, neither would I.
Well, I figure you touch his hair some, so.
Well, yeah, but I'm not there when he's fixing it.
I don't know.
I have no idea. All I know is that it's a feat of science.
It is. It just sticks up on its own half the time.
Yeah.
I think what it is, and this is the honest opinion, is he won't wash it for a few days. Like
I happen to know he only washes his hair every 4 days.
Okay, so that kind of proves my theory, is that he'll wash it the first day, and that's the day he'll put product in it.
That could be accurate.
And then he'll just blow dry it the rest of the days.
That's possible. I know that he was doing 5 and then he started dating me, and in 2 years I managed to bring it down 1 day. So now he's washing it every 4 days. I'm hoping maybe like 2 years from now it'll be down to 3. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause 3 is acceptable. I mean,
I wash my hair every other day.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That works. Yeah.
Moving
now
on.
that we've covered that topic.
What do you wish? No, that's not how I can phrase that question. The question that I have written down on my layout here is, what do you wish you would have known when you started living in Wenatchee? But that's for a different person, and I didn't update this list before I started recording. So
how about
what I'm going to say instead is, what is some advice you would give to someone that has just started living in Wenatchee?
It's all about your mindset. If you come into Wenatchee from a big city, you are going to come in and you're going to think that it is boring, that it's not loud, and it's going to be eerily silent because you're used to having noise all the time. I think it all just depends on your mindset, though, and the expectations that you have, because it's about rooting out the places that are special in Wenatchee. So you come in, and if you have a mindset that you want to see Wenatchee for who she truly is, with time, you can find the groups of people that will plug you in, and you will find a sense of belonging that I don't think you can find anywhere else.
Okay.
You just have to wait and find the right people.
Yeah. a great place to start is a church. Just throwing that out there for anyone that's listening that doesn't go to a church. So what is your go-to order at your favorite restaurant?
Oh boy.
Aaron, listen up, all right? Just throwing that out there.
Oh, he knows already.
Okay.
He intentionally ignores it, but he does know.
Aaron, listen. Don't ignore.
I love a variety of different restaurants. But one of my favorites is actually the place that I used to work, McGlynn's Public House. They are one of the best restaurants in Wenatchee, hands down. And they have a beer bread that is incredible. So definitely have that as an appetizer. And then I go with the gourmet pizza because all the food is made in-house.
Mm-hmm.
And if I keep talking, I'm going to sound like I'm advertising for them, which I kind of am.
Which one of their pizzas?
Pepperoni, hands down.
Just plain pepperoni?
They used to have like this weird blueberry thing. Don't go with that. That's weird. Fruit shouldn't be on a pizza
What
ever.
is the one Keith told me about? They had like a
Blueberry prosciutto.
no. This one was actually good.
Oh.
It was like an apple. It was like an apple goat cheese.
That
he
was
said
a
it was pretty
special
good.
that we had for a while. No, I'm not there anymore. Don't say that.
They.
They separate entity now that they have.
Yeah.
Yes. Fruit shouldn't be on a pizza though, period.
Pineapple?
Nope.
Okay. As long as we agree on that, this podcast will go just fine.
Okay.
That was something I should add on, like as the first question. Don't give me a brief description. Does pineapple leave on pizza? And I'll just hit the stop button if you say yes.
I feel like you should ask, 'cause you have to root out all the potential serial killers.
Yeah.
So, do you pour your milk in the bowl before you pour the cereal?
Mhm.
That's always a giveaway. And do you cut your pizza with a fork rather than eating it with your hands? Because both of those two traits are clear marks of a serial killer or at the very best a high-functioning sociopath.
Do you want to hear something that could even add on to a weird person?
Liking cats.
Yes, that's not where I was going to go. I was going to go more specific, but that works. I was going to say after you have your cereal, you pour said milk of cereal into your tea.
That's just psychologically messed up.
Well, go tell that to your boyfriend.
No. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't he?
He does it all the time.
Jeez. Okay. We're gonna have to curb that habit.
What is something that most people underestimate about you?
My ability to be annoying.
Okay.
I can be incredibly obnoxious,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as you meet me, I can be nice to you for the first few minutes, and then after that, it's all goes downhill.
I still think you're pretty nice. Obviously,
Come on.
you aren't
How many
showing-
times? How many times have you been like, "Oh no, it's Sig here again"?
Well, okay. You gotta hear me.
He's stuttering.
You gotta hear me.
He
out.
knows.
You gotta hear me out, all right? I have friends that's just how we act around each other. So I think it's fun. I think it's fine. So
What does that say about you?
maybe it's me.
Mm.
What's the best compliment you've ever been given?
Ooh. Oh boy. That is difficult. Aaron said one time that he thought I had a gift for worship, which meant a lot to me because he is single-handedly one of the most picky people I know. And he's also ridiculously honest. So I know coming from him that was serious. That was not him saying that because he's supposed to. That was him 100% being honest. So that was that meant a lot. Yeah.
All right. What's a passion of yours that you rarely share with people?
I don't know. I'm kind of out there. So
Everyone says that.
What?
Everyone says that.
Oh, I am. I don't feel like I don't really have a closet liver obsession or anything like that.
You saying you don't like liver and onions behind closed doors?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Liver and onions are weird.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I don't have a weird collection of dolls. Or it's not my thing. You know, I'm honestly not sure. I did have a doll collecting phase, but I was afraid that the dolls would be haunted, so I got rid
As
of
should
them.
everyone.
Got rid of those quickly. Yeah. Boy.
Here, I'll break the ice a little bit
Yeah,
with
help
what
me,
mine
yeah.
is. I have a secret obsession of writing things under fake names and then posting it on Reddit.
Writing or riding?
Writing.
Oh, okay.
Like writing creative writing
My
stories
mind
and
went
stuff.
really downhill for a minute. Sorry. Writing.
Writing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Doing creative writing and posting on
Creative
Reddit.
writing. Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta find you on Reddit.
You won't.
I feel like I can.
I own over 50 accounts on Reddit.
That sounds exhausting. When do you have time for that?
We don't need to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I mean, I am a writer, but everybody kind of knows that. I like shoes. I don't know. I honestly don't have anything that's like a weird.
Shoes is a pretty good one because
every woman in America collects shoes.
well, it's got to be, you got to make it your own though. I wear like pretty much exclusively skate shoes. This is the closest thing I have to a dress shoe that I wear to work.
That is a dress shoe.
And I mean, I skate in it though.
So what, you skate so that doesn't make a new dress shoe? I did go through a skateboarding phase.
You still have your skateboards. You've talked to me about it. You're trying to give me them.
Yes, because I don't want them
No,
somewhere.
I don't have room for them.
Oh, I do collect old instruments.
Oh, fun.
Very old ones. I have a violin from 1915.
Ooh.
And then I have a dulcimer from 1950, I think. I do like doing that. Just every once in a while you come across one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a really old Martin guitar. I don't even know how old it is. Aaron's sister gave it to me because she thought it was trash.
Well, that's not trash.
It's not trash. No, it's really cool. All I have to do is like restore it a little bit, fix the strings. Yeah.
Nice.
No, it could be really cool.
One thing, a collection, if we're going to go on that.
Oh, no.
A collection I have is
You collect literally everything, don't you?
I collect old cassette tapes.
Really?
Yeah. I have a collection of old cassette tapes.
You know that there's like a radio now, right? Like there's a phone. You can put everything you
this
want.
thing right here
You
that
can
has
put everything you want in a phone.
I own a Walkman.
One of my little cousins found a cassette tape one time by the river, and it was like covered in dirt and everything, and she came up to me and she asked me if it was from the Civil War. And I told her it was.
That doesn't make me feel any younger than I already feel.
Dude,
and I'm
you're
only
like
19.
You can't feel old yet.
I can though.
Mostly you're just an old soul. That's
most
why.
19-year-olds don't have a desk job.
I mean, so you're accomplished?
No,
I don't understand.
That's
what the
not what
problem
I'm trying to say. I'm saying I'm old.
Would you rather be like the classic 19-year-old who works for Sonic?
No, you're right.
See?
All right, you win this round.
Mm-hmm.
So one term I hate, Julia, and I'm sure you know this. I hate the term Washingtonian. Absolutely hate.
Did not know that.
Absolutely hate that.
Why
term.
do you hate that term?
It seems like you're so concise to one part. Like I have to be this guy that just lives in Washington. Why can't I be someone that lives in my hometown, which is Wenatchee? So I came up with the term Wenatcheeite.
You did not coin that term.
I
I
did.
coined that term.
No, it's been on this sheet
No.
since the first one with Nathan.
No. I have been using that term for the last 10 years at least.
Well, I haven't known you for very long, so
That's fair, but I've known you.
that's creepy.
See?
So what does being a Wenatcheeite mean to you?
I think that any place is only as good as its people. So if you are Wenatcheeite, that implies that you belong there. And if you belong in any place, you have to experience unity either with the place itself or with the people who inhabit that place.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's been both. But more than anything, I I feel like there's something about the valley here, the spiritual atmosphere, and God's presence here that creates that sense of belonging for me. And so in terms of to me, it just means experiencing a sense of belonging that links you there and roots you there. And meaning no matter where else you go, it doesn't matter what you achieve or who you meet or what you accomplish, you will never experience that same belonging in anywhere else, and it will always bring you back home.
Okay. I like that answer.
I sounded like a country song.
Kind of.
Always coming home.
So one thing I love to do with my show, Julia, is I love to hand the interviewer position off to my guests, and they can ask me any questions they want, and I will answer them truthfully. So what questions do you have for me today?
How many do I get?
As many as you want.
Ooh, okay. What is your deepest fear?
My
Let's just
deepest
jump
fear?
right in.
Jeez. Jumping right in.
Let's get deep.
Honestly, it is the ocean. I have a very bad fear of what lies beneath the sea.
Is it like open water in general or just the ocean?
Rivers don't bother me. Ponds don't bother me.
Ponds are basically large mud puddles.
Yeah.
Continue.
Creeks don't bother me. It's just the ocean, really. Any reservoirs that lead off into the ocean, like the Columbia River, the deep parts of it bother me.
So watching Jaws is not a good option for you.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't either.
Yep.
I refuse.
Won't.
Okay. I relate to that. I have a really deep fear of open water. So
yeah.
Yes.
We went to Hawaii 3 summers ago now, and we went on this boat ride that my parents now, or family, I should say, it's not just my parents, they now coin it as the boat ride from hell. My dad dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, nice.
Trying to get back into the boat. My dad has a bum shoulder anyways, so I was puking off the side of the boat the entire boat ride.
Classic.
And my I love my grandma. She decided, "Oh, I'm going to jump in the water," after my dad had already dislocated his shoulder. And I'm puking off the side of it. She's like, "Oh, let me jump in the water." It's not a good idea for her to jump in the water. She's capable of things. Swimming in that water was not capable one of them.
Wow. I mean,
love
good
you,
for her.
I love you, Grandma.
Like,
love you free. I
kinda
know she listens to the show, so.
Oh, okay. So you have to. Isn't that great though? Whenever someone talks about a relative that they're describing an event that was annoying, they're always like, "I love her though."
I do love
her.
her.
As if that like makes up for the fact that you're gonna complain about her in a minute. It's like these people that say not to be rude, but and then they say something rude.
It's really rude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not to be rude, but you look like a horse.
Not to be rude, but you just got a really big nose. That's throwing that out there. It's like, whoa, you hit my subconscious. Like, I got a big thing about my nose. I don't. I had an ex-girlfriend that did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't listen to the show. I was going to have her on as a guest in a few days, so.
Okay. Moving on.
What more you got for me?
Okay. Do you have any insecurities about your physical appearance?
Yes. Do you want me to go deeper?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I've kind of stunted a lot of it now, but for a long time, I had a really big thing about my height. I didn't like people complaining about how short I was, because I was short for a really long time in my life. Nothing wrong with short people. I need to throw that out there. Short people are awesome. I just don't like.
Mike, are you listening?
Another thing is just how my body kind of like is shaped. I didn't like how skinny I was for a really long time. I'm still really skinny, but it's kind of I've accepted it now. It doesn't bug me. I think it was at high school that did it to me. So
So if it doesn't bother you, was there like a specific event or what led you to that spot?
Just how, like, I don't know. It just kind of like, there was no really specific event that happened. It just kind of like developed over time of like, oh, I don't want to go swimming because that means I got to take my shirt off, and I didn't want to buy one of those swim shirts.
And look like a 50-year-old man?
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay. Ooh, I got a good one. It'll offend literally everybody. This is going to be the best. Okay. Who is at Sage? Who is more of a Karen? Are there any Karens
Yes.
specifically? Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say who it is because I feel like I'd get in trouble. But yes, there are.
I feel like we're thinking of the same person.
Here, let's back away from the mic.
See?
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
moving on. We're back.
Yep.
Now
All
that
right.
we're agreed on that.
That will totally get heard all over that, but I'll just kind of clip it a little bit. All right. What else
You
got?
said any question, you should have put fences on this.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Kiss, marry, or kill Nate, Aaron, and Seth.
No.
Yes.
Seth's old, so I'm killing him.
Oh, Seth.
Aaron and Nate are just so close to my age that it just feels right to either do one of those two things.
No. You got to pick specifically.
I know. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose.
I can't believe you killed Seth off so quickly.
He's too old.
It's so cruel. He's not even that old. What is he, like 29 now?
Well, he's a kid too, so.
What does that matter?
It'll hurt more.
What? Okay.
I don't want to give you any of this that I'm about to say, but
please. I'll give you a really juicy piece of blackmail about Aaron.
I don't. We'll do it after the podcast.
Fine.
I won't throw it on the actual air.
I love you, babe. Don't be mad.
I am going to marry Aaron and kiss Nate.
Ooh.
Yep.
I mean, come on. We all knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Aerith.
Yep.
I mean,
Aerith.
For anybody who's listening that doesn't know, we have been shipping Aaron and Nate. No,
No,
Aaron and
not
Seth.
we. Not
Aaron
we.
and Seth. We've been shipping Aaron and Seth for a long time. Their ship name is Aerith.
We is
Hashtag Aerith.
strong term that you're using.
We, as in everyone.
Nope. Aaron and I are fully against it.
Aaron's not against it. Ask him.
I'm against it.
I think you'd be a cute couple.
Luckily we're not gay.
I mean, that worked out nicely for me. But
Yes, exactly. All right, what else you got?
really, you'd kiss Nate?
Yeah. I'm not kissing Seth.
He does. He does have like the teddy bear quality. I could see that.
He's big, he's
Cuddly. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. One last one.
All right.
What is the best "that's what she said" joke?
Oh man.
I'm telling you, you don't give me rules, I will find ways to break them.
Yeah, you're right. This is where the explicit tag comes in. I think I said a really good one today.
Okay.
I went home really quick before we started recording the podcast to grab a peanut butter sandwich with no jelly.
Why do you do that?
They taste better.
That is creepy.
It's not creepy.
Doesn't give you any sugar.
That's the point.
So you make it up with it for like 8 energy drinks afterward?
I haven't had a single energy drink today.
Okay. Anyway, answer the question.
I said, oh, it doesn't need to be creamy and wet.
Okay. Wow. That's disgusting, actually. That is... Wow, that's... Way to go. Way to make that explicit,
Yeah.
Seth. That was not even my intention. I was thinking, like...
What's yours then, huh?
I was thinking, like... Mine's so much less creative now. Like, wow.
Come on.
Well...
What you got? Come on.
Okay. All right, fine. The one that I used yesterday was one that, unfortunately, Aaron's mother walked in right at it. And I don't think she got it. Because I really don't think she got it. Either that or she didn't hear it because she didn't react at all. But if I'd known that she was close, I definitely wouldn't have gone there.
What was it?
Aaron tripped on a chair. And he said, "Dang, that thing hurts up in there."
Oh.
Yours is so much worse.
It is, but
So much worse.
they're both not good.
What? Yeah, okay, we're gonna get struck by lightning. This is
Oh yeah.
okay. We gotta do something. We gotta do something spiritual now.
All right. Give me a spiritual question.
I've given you 3.
You've given me one.
I was like, "What's your deepest fear?" And you're like, "Water." Really? That's it? No,
like
water.
It's like a 21 Pilots song.
That's another pop artist that I do not understand.
I used to really be into 21 Pilots.
Why is it 21? Why is it not 20? Or even 20? Like, what's with the 21?
I couldn't tell you.
There's 21 individual pilots? Are they all piloting the same plane, or is it like
That'd be a funny thing to watch.
what does that mean? Because
'Cause I'm-
typically there's only one and a co-pilot. So what's with the 21? And each pilot needs a co-pilot. So 21's not even an even number.
So you have.
It's got to be at least 22. These are things that I think about in the shower.
These are shower thoughts with Julia.
These are shower thoughts with Julia, 100%.
So you're saying there's technically 42 total pilots, co-pilot included.
Well, I was thinking it's like the 21 includes the co-pilots.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm saying 21 is not an even thing. It's got to be at least 22, or you got to leave it at 20. You got to oust one fella.
Or there's 42 of them. They left out the co-pilots.
Okay. I have a deep spiritual question for you.
All right. Yeah.
Are there any movies / songs that have impacted you on a really spiritual level that you were seriously impacted by that you still experience today?
Yes.
What is it? Don't say The Matrix.
I wish my answer was that funny, but I'm actually being serious here. There's a song called Cherokee. It's by John Moreland.
Okay.
Really great song. It's about this guy's wife has passed away, and he's finding things across his house that is just random things like an alarm clock or something like that. And it just was at a point in my life where I was just trying to find my way, and that kind of helped me along.
Now I have to listen to the song.
It's a good song.
Good. Okay.
So, Julia, the way I love to end my show is I love to have the guests tell me a joke. So what do you got for me today?
Dude, I just told you a dirty joke.
Well, I want a non-dirty joke, preferably.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to have to put 2 explicit tags on this show.
I love Jesus for anybody who's listening.
We both do. Don't worry.
Okay. Sorry. Can I steal a joke?
Yeah.
From Cam?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Or from anybody? Okay.
As long as he hasn't said it on the show. We've had Cam on, so.
Yeah. What was his joke? I don't remember.
He said 2.
He said, of course he did. Of course he did. Yeah, and they were probably really cringy, weren't they?
I can tell you them. I still remember them.
Please don't. I hear enough of them on Sunday morning. I don't need any more. Cam, I love you. Don't be offended. Okay. can it be a pickup line?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That works.
You can use this, by the way.
I won't.
Okay, but you should. You know, I like my guys like I like my Word documents saved.
Why would I use that? I'm
Well,
straight.
you could switch it. You could say I like my girls. You could just flip-flop. No?
That that's,
Okay,
that's
here.
really creative.
I got
because
a
I
good
haven't
one
had
for
a
a girl.
pickup
I got a
line.
good one for a girl.
All right, yeah.
Hey, girl, you a felt tip pan? 'Cause you ultra fine.
I really appreciate the pickup lines because
Mhm.
we haven't had people that have said pickup lines on the show before. So this is new and creative.
100%.
Well, thank you for listening to Interviews from My Hometown, the show where we interview people that have lived in or currently live. Interviews from My Hometown is sound mixed by Seth Gamble, hosted by Seth Gamble, funded by Seth Gamble, and is produced by Hometown Productions. Music is by Pink on YouTube.